Hey everyone, let me jump straight into the point. And have you ever noticed whenever the Hollywood pictures like Avatar, Fast and Furious, Spider-Man, Batman, and Interstellar and Bahubali, whenever these kind of movies are getting released into the theaters, once they release the trailer, the end of the trailer they mention all the formats like 4DX, D-Box, ICE, Screen X, Epic, and as well IMAX and Dolby Vision. So what are all these formats? Being a same movie, are there any different kind of experience if you go to some other 4DX to D-Box or D-Box to IMAX or Dolby Vision? In this video, I am going to share what are all these formats and what kind of movies we can watch in particular format. So all these details I am going to share with you right now. Once again, hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel at krajesh6828. Let me share, while you are picking any movie in particular format, it is very important to know that what kind of different experience you are going to get by going to that format. If you know all these details, the movie experience will going to be extraordinary. Otherwise, there is no big difference watching the same movie in 2D or 3D in IMAX or Dolby Vision. After COVID affecting to the world, the cinema experience and the cinema industry got changed a lot, and many people are very much comfortable watching movies and content through mobile phone, TVs or home theater. But whenever the larger scale movies like Avatar, Spider-Man, Bahubali, Fast and Furious, those kind of movies are getting released into the theater, everyone will prefer to watching and experiencing the big movie in the big theater. But same, the larger scale movie is not worth by watching in the Dolby cinema as well 4DX and 3D. That will be the big question. So all those questions I am going to clarify in this video. If you know about all these movie formats, then you can easily understand what kind of movie you can watch in what kind of format. Let me start with our first format, the 2D format, which are there in the regular cinema theaters. These kind of movie theaters we can see in our next to our home in the towns and as well as cities. These called as the 2D theaters, and they project the movies with a 1080 quality. That means the full HD quality they are going to project the movie. Nowadays, these kind of movie theater projectors are getting upgraded into 2K or 4K, and also the sound 4.1, 5.1 channel. The first one is 3D cinema experience. As I already told, in normal theaters, they have the projector to project the movie in 1080 quality. That means the full HD quality. Sometimes the 3D cinemas also getting released into the particular theaters. Once you go into theater and even you are wearing the 3D goggles, the picture is not going to be experienced as full extent of 3D experience. But where we need to proper 3D experience. Once you want to experience the proper 3D cinema experience, and you must go to the theater which is having the 4K RGB laser projector. Then only the details, and from one character to another character there is a deep space. That space and depth of field are very much visible for particular that kind of movie theaters. That is a proper 3D movie experience. Now number 3, 4DX movie format. Now I have already shared about the 3D movie experience. As I already told, in the 4DX movie theater there are so many pre-installations will be installed nearby you. If it is raining in the cinema, you will have the same experience. If some bomb blast got happened in the cinema, you are going to experience the same. Like there are some fog will come. So when it compared to the 3D movie format to 4DX movie format, in 4DX movie format, you are going to experience like the already told, the seat is going to tilt left and right and front and back. And that is the one thing, and second thing, and you are going to experience the completely raining and completely fog, completely smoke. Also you are going to experience according to cinema scenes. These are the basic differences when it compared to the 3D to 4DX. Just now I have shared this water effect and smoke effect, fog effect. All these just minute things, but also there are so many other features are be there in the 4DX. Now here I am sharing this screenshot about the 4DX, whatever they offers. All these features you are going to experience in the 4DX cinema theater. But I have one complaint in 4DX cinema format because the screen size is so small when it compared to the regular theaters. So I want to experience the cinema as fullest as possible because I already having the home theater in my home. So but 4DX cinema screen is so less size wise compared to any other 2D formats. If you want to have proper experience about 4DX, you go to normal theater, 2D theater, and you watch one time, and second time also you watch in the 4DX. Then you will know the bigger difference compared to 2D and the 4DX format. If the 4DX format cinema screen is the bigger, I love to watch in 4DX. Otherwise, I will go to regular theaters in 2D because they offer the bigger size screen. Now the fourth format, D-box format. The D-box also remain the same, but compared to 4DX movie theater, D-box seat having the much cushion and much luxurious, and so all the features like rain, smoke, fire, along all these effects, and also some other additional features having the D-box movie. The seat having the adjustable buttons. You can adjust the seat how much need to tilt to left side, how much tilt to right side, and up and down. Those are adjustable buttons are the additional features, but remains the 4DX and D-box movie format are the same. But D-box movie format cinema screen and 4DX format movie screen are the same. Now I am going to share one of the most exciting movie format, that is a Screen X. Screen X movie format I loved personally. So what is the Screen X movie format? Screen X movie format will give the greater experience watching cinema. You one must experience in the Screen X format because in the Screen X format along with the main screen also, but there are some additional screens the left side and right side walls. Maybe sometimes the top of the roof also one LED panel will be there. So if something fire accident happening in the cinema, you also going to experience the same completely burning all theaters with the fire because already pre-fitted LED walls are surrounded by you. You are going to be immersed experience. You are going to be there in the at scene. That is a one unique experience in Screen X format. If something is rain happening and all side walls also getting rain, so you are feeling that you are right into the rain. In cinema, some character is jumping from the boat into the sea, and you also feeling experience the same, the sea surrounded by you because already LED panels. So in the Screen X movie format, whatever the scene running and same kind of environment you are going to experience by sitting at your chair because it is 360 degrees surrounded by all the LED panels. That is a big difference when it compares the 2D format to 3D and the 4DX format. Screen X is having the additional LED screens at the side by side, so you are going to have the immersive experience of the 4DX movie. And my suggestion, if you want to have the 4DX experience and you just watch the same movie in additional 2D cinema theaters and you come to Screen X format, so you will know the big difference from 2D format to Screen X format. Personally, I am having two complaints with the Screen X screen. When it compared to the regular theater screen, the Screen X screen is so less. So whatever the visuals I am seeing the main screen, so that visual has to be appears in the bigger size. So the screen has to be bigger. Of course, they are offering additional screens left side and right side, but the main screen size is so less. That is one complaint. My second complaint is whatever the LED panels attached to the side walls, between one LED panel to another LED panel there is a gap. So the screens are surrounded by you are not seamless. They are the clusters in between each screen. So that experience is not so great to have in Screen X. If the Screen X side screens also seamless, so the experience will be amazing. That is the only two complaints I have with the Screen X movie format. Otherwise, the Screen X movie format is one of the great movie format to everyone experience. In this video, I am going to share what is Screen X and what is the ICE. So ICE also the same format what the Screen X offers, the same they have the LED panels at the side walls and in the top of the roof. ICE movie format is the same like what Screen X movie format offers. They have the side walls of LED screens, the top LED screens, and if the some fire is happening in the movie, you also going to experience the same kind of fire is happening around by you in ICE also. So ICU format and ScreenX format are the same. There is no big difference. The only thing is ICE movie format is owned by PVR cinemas. I have same complaints what the ScreenX movie format have. The ICE movie format also the same. One LED to another LED there is a gap. So the LED panels are not seamless. So that is the only complaint with the ICE movie format what I have already with the ScreenX movie format. ICE movie format also is one of the great movie format to everyone experience. In this video, I am going to share about Dolby movie format, Dolby Vision movie format, and also Dolby Atmos movie format. Now the 8th movie format, that is a Dolby movie format. Dolby movie format is one of my favorite movie format to experience because the Dolby movie format offers the pure cinematic experience. The sound and visuals are extraordinary when it compared to any movie format. In Dolby movie format, now you might have experiencing in every place, every town has the Dolby movie format cinemas. The Dolby format nowadays every theater having the same technology to provide the Dolby format movie experience. Dolby movie format offers the great cinematic experience. It is a pure cinema. In the Dolby movie format, the visuals and audio are the purest. In the Dolby movie format, the colors offers almost 60 billion colors. Whatever the colors are there in the cinema, you can experience all the colors with the naked eye. That is the Dolby movie experience, and there are so many differences between Dolby and Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos. The regular Dolby movie theaters, all the now in the town wise, all the cities having the Dolby projectors, and they offers the good audio and as well as the visuals. But Dolby Vision is something beyond this. Dolby Vision, as I already told, which offers the 60 billion colors. So whatever the darkest scenes and whatever the brightest scenes, they are not going to be exposed much. So it shows accurate colors. You can see all the colors very accurately, like rainbow, sea colors, nature, and like a Spider-Man movie, the contrast colors. All the colors you are going to experience very accurately. That is a Dolby. In the Dolby movie format also, there are so many differences like Dolby 4.1 channel, Dolby 5.1 channel, and Dolby 12.1 channel also there. For me, Dolby and Dolby Vision also provides the greater experience, but also my personal option is the Dolby Atmos. Dolby Atmos is the purest cinema experience to watch. There is a big difference between Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos. Dolby Vision theaters you can find any nearest your city. But Dolby Atmos theater is there, only one theater in all over India, that is there in Maharashtra state, Pune city. Dolby Atmos offers the brighter colors compared to any Dolby Vision and Dolby Cinema theater. Dolby Atmos also offers the additional speakers, the sidewalls on the top of the angle. So there, if any flight, any helicopter is moving, and you also are going to experience the same atmosphere sitting at your chair. That is a big difference, and but the color comparison nowhere is going to match to regular Dolby and Dolby Vision theater to Dolby Atmos. Dolby Atmos offers the purest cinema, the contrast colors and the brightest colors, and also Dolby Atmos offers the finest sound. So purest visuals and purest audio put together, making the Dolby Atmos movie format experience is the next level experience. Also complete contrast kind of movies, Spider-Man, Fast and Furious, these kind of movies must experience in the Dolby Atmos. But in complete India, there is only one theater which offers the Dolby Atmos. That is there in the Maharashtra state in the Pune. So that is the only original Dolby theaters. Of course, other theaters in other cities also they are having the license from the Dolby, but the purest cinema you want to experience in the Dolby movie format, you can go to Pune. There the original theater which offers the proper Dolby Atmos technology. I am going to watch Avatar 3 movie in my cities in normal theaters as well as other formats, ScreenX, 4DX and all. I am going to travel from Andhra Pradesh to Pune to watch Avatar 3 movie in Dolby movie format. So what is the big difference? The Dolby Atmos theater there at the Pune and normal Dolby theaters next to your city. The big difference is the Dolby Atmos, whatever there in the Pune, that Dolby theater got established by original Dolby company. So you might have experience in the Dolby at the nearest your city, but the Pune theater is offers the extraordinary big difference compared to any other theaters as epic movie format. Epic movie format is nothing but what I am feeling that this is completely commercial kind of format, because in the olden days in 2010 and 2019 there are big theaters, the single screen theaters at all over the cities. So attached to the single screen theaters they have expanded to the mini kind of theaters. So attached to the single screen theaters, and they have also the plenty of space for parking, and they put a cellar for the parking, and they have established other mini theaters along with the single screen. So put together there are 3 to 4 movie cinema theaters at a single compound. In that one screen is a very bigger screen. Now the commercially they are naming as epic movie format, as epic movie format. For me, epic movie format is not a great movie format. Already I used to watch since my childhood in the big screens, the single screens. So those screens are now converting to the epic screens. That is the only big difference. Now you normally seeing Imax and other small screen cinema theaters. So those screens are very small and very less, and but these epic screens are the very bigger. That is the only big difference. But visuals and whatever the screens offers the same thing there in the epic. In India, the biggest screen there in the Andhra Pradesh, Nellore district, Sulurpeta. V Epic is the cinema theater name, which the screen size is almost 100 feet height. As I already told, Epic is not a greater format to watch, but all the Epic cinema screen theaters having the bigger screens. That is the only big difference. So now I am coming to the PCX format. This format is newly established, which owning the Prasad Imax earlier. There is a kind of sad story behind the PCX format, because earlier Prasad Imax is the only Imax in the entire Asia having the film format projector to project the IMAX movie. Later this Prasad Imax not continued the IMAX for film format, so they have just run the theaters by changing the name from Prasad Imax to the Prasad large screen. Now Prasad IMAX is no more. Earlier days we used to enjoy many movies in Prasad IMAX. In this video I am going to share what is about PCX movie format and what is about IMAX movie format, because this PCX format you are not going to find anywhere except in Hyderabad Prasad Cine Complex. I have seen so many IMAX movies in the Prasad IMAX, right from the Titanic to the Interstellar. So later this Prasad IMAX not upgraded to whatever the IMAX providing the technology, or someone says that he is not upgraded to the projector, someone says he is not interested to upgrade the IMAX technology. So I don't know exactly the reason, but Prasad IMAX is no longer. Later there are so many reasons to shut down the Prasad IMAX movie format. Just he has continued the same screen with changing name of Prasad large screen. So there used to so many English movies as well as the Telugu and other Hindi movies used to release in that same big screen, but it's not a IMAX format. Recently he has converted his Prasad large screen into Prasad PCX movie format. Prasad PCX means Prasad Cinema Experience. So he has converted into PCX movie format, and he is the only guy having the PCX format. None of other theaters are playing this PCX format. The reason is the screen whatever the Prasad IMAX used to have, that big screen is very compatible for the projecting the IMAX film movies. With that same screen he has invented one more movie format that is called as a PCX format. You can experience the larger scale movies in PCX format, but those are not real IMAX movies. The reason is, let me clarify what is the IMAX. What are the difference between PCX format to IMAX movie format? There are lot difference between Prasad PCX movie format and IMAX movie format. Now I want to describe the what is the IMAX. If you want to release your movie in IMAX format, and first of all before shooting itself you need to use this IMAX film camera for the entire movie shooting. That IMAX film camera is weighing up to 100 kilos weight, and it is very expensive also, which shoot the movie in only film format. And later IMAX has given the approval to many cameras like Array, Alexa and other cameras also. They have given the permission. You can shoot the movie with IMAX approved cameras. Then digitally we can upgrade or upscale into the IMAX movie format. You can release your movie in IMAX theaters. No need to shoot the movie with IMAX film camera. Once the movie shooting get complete, whatever the cinema you have shot with the IMAX camera, film camera, that entire film used to go for the separate special editing room. That editing equipment is so much expensive. That equipment does editing with only films. Later, whatever all the approved cameras like Sony, Array, Alexa, other IMAX approved cameras, they process the editing in digitally and they will upscale or upgrade into the IMAX movie format and they will get released in cinema theaters as a IMAX movie. But actually the original IMAX movie is you must shoot with the IMAX film camera. Then only it will considered as a original IMAX movie. And after this movie, after editing, this movie will get released in the original IMAX theaters. That original IMAX movie theaters having the special amenities to project the IMAX movie. They have the film projectors, complete IMAX film projectors. They have dual projectors. They have this IMAX film reel is so large. If you take any movie that shot with the IMAX film camera, if the movie duration is up to 3 hours, that film length is almost 16 kilometers. If you want to play 3 hours IMAX movie, need to have almost 54 reels. One set of IMAX reel you can project in the theaters just to 3.5 minutes. So if you take a 3 hours movie, you need to have these 54 reels. Once any IMAX cinema is releasing in the Prasad IMAX, in olden days, the entire 54 cans, the reel sets used to come from the foreign countries to the Prasad IMAX. Almost put together all reel bundle cost is close to 1000 kilos. To putting that reel into the IMAX projector, you need the crane because no one is going to lift that much heavy reel by hand. So Prasad IMAX used to play these film reels in olden days. Now why the IMAX movie formats are giving greater experience? Because the reason is that if you take the IMAX film negative this much size, and we can compare to other formats like 35mm, 75mm, they are not even closer to the IMAX film. So being this much size of negative, and whenever it is projecting into the IMAX screen, that IMAX screen size also close to 70 foot to 80 foot height. If you take any movie, hardly 4K resolution, 8K resolutions, even if you go to Dolby cinema also, hardly 12K resolution. But the original IMAX film projector, the resolution and the quality is from 18K to 22K. Just imagine, if you take hardly the Dolby Atmos giving the just 12K resolution quality, but this IMAX film projector is playing 18K to 22K resolution quality. Just imagine how much details you are going to watch in the IMAX big screen. That is a very big difference compared to any other formats to IMAX movie format. You can experience in Hyderabad Prasad Cinema Complex with the PCX movie format, but this IMAX film format is completely different. There are so many logistic issues, so that's why IMAX cinema theaters are very less in the world. Just 36 cinema theaters are there for to roll original IMAX film format movies. As I already told you that earlier you used to have Prasad IMAX in Asia's biggest theater for having the IMAX film projector, but they have discontinued. They are owning this PCX format, which is not an actual IMAX movie format. If you want to experience the original IMAX film format, you can go to Gujarat state, Ahmedabad. There is a museum, one IMAX film projector is there, and they are playing for just 10 minutes, 15 minutes. That cinema theater is not playing commercial movies. Original IMAX movie theater is there in the Asia, is our closest country is Taiwan. Actually, India is producing many films. You can ask that there are so many IMAX theaters in India. In every city now having the 5 to 10 screens. But those are not IMAX film projector kind of cinema theaters. They are just playing with a 2K projector or 4K projectors. The regular digital projectors, they are playing IMAX movie. That movie is not going to give that much greater experience what the actual IMAX film projector. Besides, actual film projector theater will give the good experience compared to the digital projector. But no one is establishing the original IMAX theater in India. I hope someone is going to establish the original IMAX theater in India. Actually, the Christopher Nolan is the only director. He is making all films in the IMAX film camera. And upcoming movie is the Odyssey. Is the Odyssey also is going to release in the IMAX movie format. And to experience that, I want to go Taiwan. So I am very mad about watching films in the bigger screens and the bigger technological upgraded screens. So in 3D format, you can watch like a Spider-Man, Batman, and Fast and Furious and sports dramas. These kind of movies you can watch in 3D. And 4DX, of course, the same Spider-Man and Avatar 2 kind of movies you can watch in 4DX and D-Box. And Screen X, of course, all the Hollywood movies you can experience in the Screen X. Any action dramas you can experience in Screen X theater. And Epic is as well a regular theater, and no big difference with the other theaters to the Epic. Only the screen size is bigger. And as a Dolby, but Dolby is something different, and you can watch like a Jungle Book, Lion King, all nature kind of movies, and also the high contrast colors, the movies you can watch in the Dolby Atmos. That is the only one theater in the Maharashtra state, Pune city. IMAX format, definitely you can watch the movie, entire movie with shot with IMAX film camera. Then only those movies will give the greater experience. And also, but at the same time, the cinema theater also having this IMAX film projector. Then only the visuals are amazing. I am very passionate about the filmmaking, so that's why I am giving the information. And so if you want to have the greater experience in the cinema theaters, you can choose the movie formats accordingly. Thank you very much for watching my video.